Alrighty, good evening, good afternoon, and or good morning to everybody and anybody out there. It has been a while since I have done a stream, live video and everything for this. It's been about 3 to 4 weeks, and I do apologize for the wait, but I have something new for you tonight. This is something that has struck my interest ever since I saw it. Damn it, cat. Ugh. Well, I'm sure somebody heard that, her scratching at the door. Why do I not have a banner here? There we go. Much better. Alrighty, now that I got that figured out, and the tank that we are looking at today is by the one and only Damn Vape. Yes, that is literally the name of their company, is Damn Vape. They have been around for a while. They normally revolve around rebuildables. They have actually made a rebuildable tank I hope to get pretty soon that is mesh called the Doom tank. And they have taken mesh to a whole new level at the rebuilding aspect. Not because mesh takes a shit ton of cotton, but you got to put a lot of it in there or else you're going to get a dry hit and saturate it. But that's for another time when I get that tank so I can explain that more. The tank we're looking at today is the Damn Vape Wotan. Yes. Weird name for a sub-ohm tank, and this is a sub-ohm tank. I already have it out and broken down for the close view, but here's what makes it interesting. They have inserts just like the Valerian. There's two in the pack right there. You've got your really small confined mesh cone. I know that's hard to see in the plastic. Then you have your wide open airflow. Then you have your standard mesh coil. And I've already taken out the bubble glass and replaced it. And this is a standard glass in the tank, in the box. Now, what makes this tank interesting is that this is the only tank I know of that has and uses a Clapton mesh coil. I know it'll be kind of hard to see, but this is how big that coil is. This thing is literally about the size of a drip tip. Or this is even better. That is a penny on top of that coil. That is a legit penny I found on top of that coil. If that doesn't explain to you how big that coil is, yeah. But it has a lot of juice wicking around it. Like 8 holes, I think. At least. You got the bottom of it right there. The other coil is the same exact size as this. This is a Clapton mesh coil. The coils have already been burned. And this is the easiest coil I have ever had to preload and pre-soak, which makes it beautiful. Just screw it into the base here. Oh. Sorry about that. But the other one that is not in the package, the other insert, is a more wide open airflow cone mesh design. I'm trying this one out first because my guess is it's going to get a combination of clouds and flavor, while the more restricted cone mesh is going to be more on flavor, and the wide open is just going to be for straight cloud. So I'm trying this one out first. So literally just pop it in the bottom there, give it a little push, bada bing, bada boom. And it literally fits inside the coil like that. So you have a full 360-degree airflow hitting around the coil, then coming up. Ever since I saw this, I've been very itchy to try it. And another nice thing is when you screw it in, of course, make sure all the threads are lined up. Listen for the click. Oh, there we go. Is I love how it goes down along the base there. Come on, focus in. I seriously need a better camera. There we go. You can see how that is actually nice and snug and flush on the base. Now there is another tank that does the same exact design. Luckily, I don't have it on a mod. Let me grab it real quick. A lot of you might recognize this one, and I have loved this tank. But this one is the Fire Luke Freemax 2. Yeah. Come on. Focus in. There we go. As you can see where the light is hitting it, it actually is nice and flush around the base there. So that's going to help prevent a lot of leaking, help prevent it from leaking a lot. I like the O-ring and that because it's just a beautiful combination. And I have never had a problem with a coil like this because the outer ring sits flush with the O-ring underneath. Throw that back up there. Since I decided to preload this, I do the outside first, then I did the inside, and that thing just sucked the juice up. So this thing is pretty much wicked and ready to go. Now, before I put the top cap on, this is the bubble glass. You're looking at about maybe 3.5 milliliters with the standard straight glass. With this, you're cranking it up to a good 5.5, which is a lot of juice capacity. And I like my juice capacity. Nice selectable air holes down at the bottom there. 4 punched holes. Now, if anybody does buy this tank, I'm going to warn you now, the top cap is real stiff. By that, you'll need to, if you can, once you get it off, at least what I did was put a little juice on the O-ring underneath the cap. That is a massive O-ring on there. I literally had to put a little bit of juice on that and this piece. You got 2 nice wide fill ports there as well. So that way it is lubricated. Just a 1/2 quarter turn, as you can see. Perfect. Just needed a little bit of lubrication for it to work. And it's nice, loose, beautiful wide bore drip tip, 810. And this is the cool thing. Nordic writing on the bottom, which I find very cool. It's almost tempting for me to actually go look up and see what this stands for, see what that means. But that is the full breakdown, considering I should have just tilted my camera, but I figured instead of doing that, it would just be easier to hold everything up until I can actually get me another camera to point face down. The mod I'm going to be running it on is one I haven't used in a while that I know is going to have plenty of power for it, is my iJoy Shogun. I like the bluish green and the red resin to it. So since this thing has red O-rings to it, I think that's going to, I've actually put this on here and that looks real nice. No atomizer. Oh, Before I forget, both coils are at a 0.3 ohm. Both coils at a 0.3 ohm, and their max wattage is 75 to 85 watts, which is actually really decent. So what do I have this thing at? It's right at 75. So let's pop this bad boy on here. Pop the top cap off. I'm going to fill it with some Cloud Nerds. Bottle's already shaken up before I did this. Now, even though I just filled this up and preloaded it, I am still going to let it sit for about 5 minutes. That's nice and snug on there. I must say, I actually like how that looks on this mod. Very beautiful. We'll start at 75, then crank it up to 85 to see how it performs. And while we are doing that, I'm going to grab an old favorite of mine and swap out one of my tanks. Oh, that's right, dirt. So now all my batteries are going to be going in my iJoy instead of my Aegis X here with my Kylan 2. I'm going to be switching my Kylan 2 over to an old favorite. I don't know why that just happened. Unscrew this. Clean off everything here. Now, normally I've never had a coil this big before for a tank, other than the Freemax Firewood 2, and that's a quad coil. But I'm still preloading it from the outside. But I've never been able to. I'll actually drip on the inside on the coils, but that I was able to just go all the way around and let it perfectly soak in. So yeah. So about 18 minutes should do it. And that'll give us a nice Q&A and talk session. If anybody would like to ask any questions at this time while we wait. I'm very eager to see what this thing's going to do, especially with that Clapton mesh. Because it's those 3 inserts that drew me to the mod, the tank, and that Clapton mesh is what also intrigued me. No atomizer found. Good, good, good. Make sure it's clear. Now, I have run the Cloud Nerds through this tank, but I think it'd be better off if I had a fresh build in it. But I'll say one thing. I ran the Cloud Nerds through this, and it had a nice, smooth mix of the grape strawberry, just like the actual product. The active may not look like much, but this thing is actually pretty nice. It may only go up to 80 watts. It's an internal battery, but it also has a Bluetooth speaker built in. And believe it or not, this thing is loud, surprisingly. Why is my camera doing that? That is weird. Give it a few more minutes to soak up. I do not see any juice coming out. The sides, which is good. That means it's sealed up. Nice equal pressure. Alrighty. Give it to about 17 minutes and 30 seconds or 18 minutes, and we'll go ahead and give this sucker a shot. See what this baby can do. It's just one of those. What's the word in terminology I'm looking for? Precautions, I should say, even though I have pre-loaded the coils with juice, I still want to let it sit to make sure it is fully wicked up before I hit it, especially with mesh. Because I've hit sub-ohm tanks with mesh coils in them before, and you talk about a dry hit from hell. Holy mama. That is something I do not wish anybody to experience. I'm sure there are people who have experienced dry hits all around on every kind of tank, and anybody that has knows that they suck. And my cap to my Apple is on the stand behind me. Alrighty, it's getting close to 18 minutes. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Alrighty, it's that time. Let's give this baby a shot to see what this sucker can do. I've been itching. It should be nice and juiced up. It's hitting good. Claptrap. Hey. Oh, you dumbass cat. Oh, you little goober. Yeah, that's Claptrap in the background. Ooh, I can smell that. This thing's firing off good. 75 watts for the start. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Nice, saturated vape. Hardly dry at all. Great combination of those Cloud Nerd flavors. Nice, thick, dense clouds. It's not all that restricted. It is a little loud, but that doesn't bother me a bit. I know it might bother some other people, but it doesn't bother me a bit. Now, let's crank this thing up to 80. Let's do 85.5 watts. Still nice flavor. Still nice and saturated, I'll say that. Nice warm vape. This thing's just making bubbles left and right. Whew. Glad I put the bubble tank on this. Whew. It's getting foggy up in here, boys and girls. It's getting foggy. So this thing is definitely a combination of the other two. Once this tank runs out, I'm going to switch out for the wide open full force to see what that sucker can do. This thing is doing a good job of soaking. Let's turn it on and crank it up to 85 watts. Let that sit a bit, soak up. I am going to enjoy this tank, but I'll probably run it at 75. It's hardly warm. It's taking its time, sweet time. Clapton mesh, 0.3 ohms, 75 to 85 watts. Same thing goes for the other one, and that is just a standard mesh coil as well. Now, I did post this up on Facebook saying I was going to go live. I'm sure a lot of people would say, why? I'm sure a lot of people question the fact of why I'm doing this on StreamYard. Well, I've got my banner, my logo, and my banner, my live, plus this up here to represent who I am, and my logo up in the top of the right hand screen right there. All made. This right here was made by Mythic Rabbit. Really cool place. If you ever need a logo done, hit them up. They will actually work with you. One of our other fellow nerds, because I am also in another group called the Nerds House, has actually just got his done, and it looks amazing. Goes by the name of Snowman. Alrighty, we've let that sit a bit. So let's try this hot mama at 85 watts. Ooh. Seems to be a little more flavor there in short bursts. Not bad. Let's take a good rip off this. Not bad. Some nice, dense, heavy clouds. I will say that. That is the combination of this. Not bad at all. All in all, I think I'm going to like this tank. But I'm going to go ahead and crank it back down to 75. So that way I'm not burning through my juice. 75 watts. I think is going to be the sweet spot for it. I'm hitting this thing too damn much. I'm getting I've actually ran it. So all in all, that is actually a good tank. Definitely gonna have to let it sit a little bit so it can soak up the juice. That's for sure. I have to charge my phone up. Ah, good day, sir. And how are you? Itani Mullik? Did I pronounce that right? Itani? 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 Did I pronounce that right? Usually I've got a bad habit of pronouncing things wrong. But yes, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are from. How are you today, good sir? Let that soak up a bit. I am doing just fine. This was actually my live breakdown and review. This will be up later on my Facebook, not Facebook, my YouTube channel. Uh, Mr. Gaming Vapes. I have a YouTube channel of pretty much what I'm doing, vape reviews. And the tank I just actually got done reviewing, but I'll keep this going a little more if you'd like to chat. Okay, cool. Is the Damn Vape Wotan. I just got this in today and I was eager to try it out. I am going to enjoy this tank. I actually just ran it at 85 because that's what the coil is rated for. Both coils are a 0.3. Oh, nice. What do you have? Out of English. Out of curiosity. A new Sub-ohm. Oh. Now, I've been watching a lot of vaping with Vic, and I was actually surprised to see that Freemax came out with their own, with their two own mods. That actually surprised me. I do like the fact on those mods that you can invert the battery either way, and it still fires up. And you can choose to run it. And if you have the 200 watt, you can choose to run one or two batteries in it. I have no idea why my stream is doing that. Why my live. I actually found that quite interesting. I actually have a Freemax tank. It is the old style Fire Luke 2. Yep. Ooh. I've had this tank for a while, the old school Freemax Fire Luke 2. I've been running the quad coils in it, and this is another one of my tanks I love. I need to go out and get more coils for it, and this is actually one I do plan on reviewing later down the road once I get more coils for it. My brother has actually, no, this is just the standard Freemax Fire Luke, one of the updated versions of it. My brother actually has the Fire Luke 2 and absolutely loves the thing. I know that the Freemax brand is a when I heard that they were coming out with the quad coils, I actually tried them, And to me, I kind of like the quad coils a lot more than the others. In my opinion, you get more flavor and more clouds as well. And the thing I like about the duplicate coils inside the main coil head is if one gets crapped up, you still have other coils that will still produce great vapor and flavor that will kill out the burnt coil mostly. But yeah, I've been after I started running the quad coils, I've actually loved using those in this Freemax tank, the fire loop. I've actually been deciding. Oh yeah, but of course that's just my opinion on it. That's just me. Okay. Now I know a lot of people have their own uh, perspectives on everything. Yes, I actually do. 3 milligrams. And the flavor I am actually running through my Wotan is the three is the Cloud Nerds grape strawberry.
Hi, Chad. Yeah, hi. You little goofball. I like the chin scratchies.
There is a lot of good berry flavors out there. I will say that my brother loves strawberry, um, but he also loves dragon fruit as well. Now, if you want a good combination flavor, there is a line called Burst. Have you ever heard of them? Burst? I'll crank it up to 75.5. They are a really good line of juices. You've got you've got a lemon lime burst, berry burst, a couple of berry burst, orange burst, which actually tastes like an orange push pop. They have some blizzard flavors, which are menthol. I don't know how you are on menthol. I actually asked about. It's a brand. Burst is the name of the juice and the company. I've actually asked about the menthol for the blizzard flavors. They are not that strong. I mean, it gives a nice. I've heard that the detail is they give it a nice flavor, but it's not like one of those brain freeze flavors. One of their other flavors of I'm getting ahead of myself here. I do that a lot. Is a duo flavor, uh, guava, dragon fruit, and strawberry kiwi. And the other one is called apple watermelon. They are a nice, subtle, sweet flavor that you can actually taste the combinations to, even if it is the standard burst line. The nice thing is, they are sweet, but they're not that sweet to gunk up your coils. I could literally run a whole tank. Let's say, for example, alrighty, cool. Let's say, for example, if I run burst through my Kylan 2, if I run the whole bottle for 2 weeks, my coils would hardly be gunked up. That's how clean that's how clean that line runs. They do have a website Uh, oh, there we go. It just popped up as saying an unstable internet connection. I don't know what's going on. My router is literally on the other side of my closet. Um, but this is what their bottles. This is what they look like. This is what you're looking for. This is the Berry Burst, and their website is where is it? Vapeburst.com. I have had that happen myself. But yes, vapeburst.com. Check them out, and they have a lot, and they've got a nice line of juices and everything they have come out with. If you're looking for another good flavor, one that me and my brother could easily vape out all day is called Hometown Hero. They're handcrafted juices made down in Texas, and the nice thing is they actually give back to the community. Every 10 cents spent on a bottle goes to them to help out with the Wounded Warrior Project. One of their lines is also called Laser Wolf. You have sticky buns, strawberry daiquiri, and my personal favorite, frozen peach rings. Oh yeah. Mm. That's not good, man. Hope everything does work out if there is a problem. Whew. Ah. So you can go through juices pretty quick then. Especially if it's a good flavor in that case. Nice. If you make your own juices, in that case, since you said that you make your own juices, I'll point you towards a guy that I'm subscribed to on YouTube called Full Moon. The dude is a complete straight up DIY juice maker. He has made a ton of different flavors of juices, gives you the full breakdown of what you need to put in and everything like that. So feel free to check him out. Let me get on YouTube here. Mm-hmm. Full Moon. FOOLMOON. Real cool guy. He lives down in Alabama, and when you see, you'll know him when you. Hey, not a problem, man. When you look him up, he'll have the Alabama state flag as his profile picture with a skull top hat and two Tommy guns crossed. And at the top it says hashtag Alabama Vape Squad. That is who you're looking for. Full moon. Like I made a fool out of you. As just using that as an example. But yeah, if there's any new flavors that you'd like to work on, DIY, check him out. And he literally has a tablet next to a scale, resets it every time, and puts in like 2 or 3 drops till it gets to the recommended percentage or grams for that juice that he's making. Mm. I've kind of thought about making my own juices. I mean, I've got plenty of bottles I can use. I just got to peel the labels off of them or get a Sharpie and just write it on there. Knowing me, I'd probably go with the highest quality scale that's the most accurate. Hmm. But I'll go ahead and say this. My brother and I actually have a channel as well, even on Facebook, called Tag Team Vapors with a Z. Ooh, I've heard of Heisenberg. I know there is a place called Your Vape Shop. They're only located on They're only on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But they have got a wall of flavors. And one of the things they have there is Heisenberg, but it's only the menthol. But yeah, I actually ordered my brother in one of these tanks as well, the Wotan. He's got the stainless steel, and I've got the black. And hopefully, pretty soon, he'll get his channel set up for YouTube and do his own review and see what he thinks. Then on Saturday nights, if uh, we have something new like we do now, we'll get together and we're going to put our heads together and see what we have as pros and cons, which I have not done that yet for this tank. I have not done my highs and lows on it yet. Uh, and then we go from there and have a nice little show. But since we haven't had anything new in, we really haven't done a show lately. But now that I say pros and cons, I do need to do that. I got sidetracked talking to you. Hey, and that's, you know what? That's fine by me. But yes, besides getting sidetracked with the fine gentleman I'm talking to, pros and cons on the Wotan. Hmm. I'd say I've already told my brother this. I would say the only somewhat of a con that I have is the fill lid. When it comes out of the package, you literally have to twist the thing because the O-ring underneath the lid there is so dry. I mean, the best way to describe it is kind of like a push top, for example, like this. You're just grabbing it real tight and trying to twist it and getting those indentions of the top in your hand. That's about the only minus I have for it. But once I got it off, I just put a little bit of e-liquid on it, twisted it back and forth, and it works just fine now. Just a little bit of a dry O-ring. Nice and thick O-ring too. But other than that, great tank. Great airflow. I like the idea for the different inserts. I love the ingenuity behind the Clapton mesh coil. Uh, it really does, and that's why I like it. It is interesting. It really is. I've got it sitting on top of my iJoy Shogun. It has the tank itself has red O-rings on it, so I figured that this would look perfect on top of this mod. Capacity wise, with the straight tank, I'm gonna say you're probably looking around 3.5 milliliters. But with the bubble tank on it, you're increasing the capacity to 5.5 milliliters. And that's what I have on there now is the bubble glass. Element Vape, which is where I do a lot of my shopping. Element Vape has it in stock for it's originally 36 to 39.99, but they have it cut down to 24.99. I love Element Vape because they always have a lot of good deals going on, like summer deals, clearance sales, or whatever you buy, mostly bonus points as well. And the cool thing is, if you make an account on there, something would order the newer glass with a bigger capacity, right? Go get a drink of my water real quick.
Alright, you okay? Kitty, you goofball. You want back out now? Okay. Get out there.
Alrighty. There you go. Yeah, I've started to enjoy the bubble glass tanks because with as much as I usually vape, especially when I stream or play games, I'm always vaping. Yes, I do. As weird as I had to say that, I actually do stream on my Xbox and my PlayStation. I am on Twitch. I do a lot of my streams on Twitch. I do all my streams on Twitch. Mondays are my Modern Warfare Mondays. Tuesdays are Titanfall Tuesdays. Wednesdays are my Outer World Wednesdays for the Outer Worlds. Thursdays are my Throwback Thursdays. I'm currently playing Dead Space 3 as a throwback, and then Fridays are my Fallout Fridays for Fallout 4. I stream on Xbox and PlayStation. Mostly the games I play are online games like Modern Warfare, Titanfall 2, or a big open sandbox game, kind of like the Outer Worlds or for Wednesday and Fallout 4 for Friday. I love the big open world games like that. But yeah, here I'll go ahead and type in my name here. That is my name for Twitch. That is, you'll see my background icon for this right here, my Mr. Game & Vapes icon for my Twitch background. I've been wanting to change my name to that, but it's been a bit of a hassle. But that is my Twitch name of who you're looking for. Sadly, I do not have a camera for my Xbox. I've been wanting to get one for a while, but I do have one for my PlayStation set up. My chat is always open. I always have it up on screen when I do it on my PlayStation, and I always have it up on my phone. The only reason I have it up on my phone is since the messages are usually so compressed, I could just look over and actually read the whole sentence of what somebody's typing. I mean, I also stream a lot of other random games. I'm going to be starting a new stream as of tomorrow with some friends on my PlayStation playing Brawlhalla, a fun little beat 'em up game, kind of like Super Smash Bros. So that is going to be tomorrow night. Usually on my random streams, if I feel like it, I'll just like hop on or do some kind of special stream. Oh, that's kind of fun. Well, but other than that, I'll go ahead and let's see. I'm getting close to about an hour. I should start going ahead and doing my plugs. So I'll go ahead and start. Alrighty, man. Before you leave, I will go ahead and throw this out to you. I am also in a group called the Nerd. It is known as Nerd's House. We are on Facebook, Twitch, Patreon, and crap. Now I forgot the third one. Spotify. We're on Spotify. We have shows Wednesdays, Fridays, mostly Saturday, every now and then a Saturday if we feel like it, but it's usually and always Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Feel free to check us out to see what we're getting ourselves into. Also, I do have merch. It is just a simple construction design of this icon right here so far. I will hopefully be doing other designs. I have another one that I do plan on putting on. So if you'd like to check my merch out, it is on teespring.com. Just type in Mr. Game & Vape starting merch lineup. You should find it with that. Also, as Itani, as I've already said to Itani, I do stream on Twitch a lot. You've heard me tell him my streaming schedule. If there's any games you guys would like to see, I will see if I have it and stream it, or will do my best to get it and stream it for you guys as a full playthrough, including DLC, which is what I'm doing with Dead Space 3. The full story and side missions, if I can, along with the DLC for it. Also, as Itani also knows, I am a vape reviewer. I do thank him for joining me tonight. Thank you again, sir. Yes, thank you for joining me and watching, Itani. If anybody would like to subscribe to this channel, feel free to give this video a like, give it a thumbs down. Even if you give it a thumbs down, I'll still keep making videos. If you would like to click that bell for notifications of when I upload something new to my YouTube channel, please feel free to click that. Also, if there is anything you would like to see me review on this channel, whether it be an RDA, RDTA, RTA tank, a sub-ohm tank such as this Damn Vape Wotan. All right, Atani, have a good night yourself, man. Or a juice, or a mod of some kind. I will be more than happy to do my best to get it and review it for you guys. Again, my reviews are solely in my opinion of what I think of what I am reviewing. Please be of the legal age to vape, which is 21. Also, all my products that I do review on do contain nicotine, 3 milligrams at that. So please be aware. I'm only here to give my opinion on the stuff that I have or have bought. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think I am. No, I don't think I am forgetting anything. If I have, I will say it in the nerd's house. But till next time, guys, thank you all for joining me tonight. It has been a pleasure serving you with this full breakdown of the new Damn Vape Wotan. Hope everybody enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time. I do apologize that it has been a while since I've done this, but thank you again for joining me tonight. And as always, please have a good day, good night, good afternoon, and be safe, everybody. And I will catch you next time with another product that is new or something else that I have. Other than that, I am going to get on out of here. So this is Mr. Damn Vapes, and I will catch y'all in the fog next time. Well, that failed. Oh. I'm clicking not yet.